What's up you guys, it's me Jinx, and today I'm going to be doing another beard video. This one's going to be a little bit different than the beards I've done previously. This one is actually going to be a female to male kind of transformation makeup. I'm hoping this can help anyone out who's maybe trans FTM or non-binary or what have you, who may want to experiment with some facial hair. So without further ado, let us begin. First, I'm taking my Cover FX Illuminating Primer and just using that as a base for my entire face. Next, I'm taking my Quo dual-ended foundation stick and using that just to cover up my dark circles, blemishes, just to create kind of a pale canvas. I'm using the cream side of the stick to cover any sort of blemishes, acne, again with the under eye circles. Next, I'm just going to matte that out with my powder foundation. Now I'm taking a Ben Nye color wheel. It's just got some different skin tones. I mix that together to create a contour color. I'm going in with a sponge to just sort of carve out my face. Since we're doing a masculine contour, you want to think in the general direction of a square. You want things to be very angular, and I'm bringing my cheek contour down much farther than I normally would to kind of create that angular square masculine shape. Also, a lot of definition on the jawline and around the chin. And just make sure you blend that all out so you don't have such harsh lines. Unless that's what you're going for, then, I mean, feel free. I'm also going to just contour in a slight Adam's apple. And now I'm taking my foundation and just highlighting the cheekbones, the chin, anything that I want to stand out, including that Adam's apple. Next I take my Ben Nye Neutral Set Colorless Powder just to mattify that all out. Now I'm going in with a brown eyeshadow just to deepen the cheeks and basically the whole contour, just add a little bit more depth. Now I'm going in and I'm thickening up my eyebrows. You just want to make them thicker than normal. Follow your natural shape, but the thickness really kind of gives off an air of masculinity, I suppose you could say. Next, I'm using my Zombie Illustrator alcohol palette and some 99% alcohol. I'm going to be taking a stipple sponge and using the Vein Blue to create sort of the shadow of my beard. If you look at guys with dark hair, a lot of them do have a bluish tint to the underneath of their stubble or facial hair. Obviously, this will depend on your hair color and what you're going for, and if you don't have alcohol paints because they are rather expensive, you can do the same thing with cream or shadow makeup. The stipple sponge is great because it gives you a pretty realistic stubble effect, so regardless of what medium you use, you will need one of these. Trace out the basic shape of the beard and then just go in and thicken it up. And make sure you have a strong neck beard, as funny as that is to say, because that is sort of the base of your beard. Now I'm going in with the black and doing that on top. I like to start at the bottom of my jawline and move my way up, so the strongest pats of the stipple sponge are towards the bottom and they get lighter as I go up, which is kind of the way stubble seems to look on most guys. And I'm also taking a little bit of black powder and just doing the underneath of my face and kind of blending it around a little bit, again just to add more depth. Now I'm just concealing my lips. I'm actually using my cream contour color to do this because it's slightly darker than my skin tone, but it really helps to pale out my pink lips, which gives a more masculine look. Now I'm taking some crepe wool and some spirit gum, and I'm actually going to be laying some beard hair. This is optional, of course. You can just do stubble, or you can do what I'm doing and give yourself a cute little goatee. It helps to pull the beard hair through your fingers. That helps separate it, so do that repeatedly until you have it in the way you want, and trim it as you go along. I'm also powdering this with black just to help it blend in and cover any patchiness. You can even go over it with the stipple sponge, again, just to really blend it out, and darken the areas around it so it looks like it's growing to a point. Again, this is just my style of beard, what I prefer. Next, I'm going to do my mustache with this 3-pointed liquid eyeliner pencil, which is quite interesting. Never had one like that before, but I find that it does do quite realistic little hair strokes. So I'm just using that to draw on my mustache. You can lay down a hair mustache if you prefer, but I like drawing them down for the sake of time and comfort. Up my female to male facial hair tutorial. I hope that some of you out there found this helpful, whether you're a trans guy who's on hormones or off hormones, who's having some trouble with facial hair, or whether you just want to thicken up a beard you already have, whatever the reason may be. Obviously my style is a little bit dramatic. I really like the look of kind of a nefarious villain from a silent film era who maybe ties a damsel to the railroad tracks, that kind of thing. But obviously you don't have to do what I do. Once you have the building blocks down of how to do the stubble, how to lay the beard, how to draw or lay on a mustache, you can kind of do whatever you want. You can go with the handlebar, the dad stash, whatever suits your needs, whatever floats your boat. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. I will see you next time. I'm planning on doing a few more videos about sort of gender identity, fluidity, that kind of thing. So subscribe if you want to see some of that kind of stuff, and I will see you all next time. Stay safe, stay beautiful. Bye-bye!